So without further ado, please help me welcome Pam.
Thank you. Welcome to the workshop. I'm super excited to be here. And so I think the important thing is to understand that it's all three of these variables in even chunks, that we can't just do one and not the other two, or do one more than the other two. I love that there are large group spaces where you could still have a whole group classroom area where we can teach together, but then there's little individual spaces where people can just meet and talk. I love seating at different heights. I think that looks really cool. I don't have that at all in my library. Small group spaces, especially where people can have very private time. If they could close off and have a study room, that's very valuable to our users. Those are all the sort of 20 modalities of learning. I love these tables. These are from Steelcase, and they're super expensive. Steelcase is like the greatest vendor to look at pictures of, but not buy their stuff because it's $1 million. So this is from Steelcase, but then this is from a knockoff company that sells it for like 1/8 of the price. So I'm all about finding knockoff versions of the cool Steelcase versions. But I would love to have these collaborative tables like that around in my library. And here's another slide of the 20 modalities of learning, performance-based learning, roundtable discussions. So I provided a couple of links so that you could see all these different ways that students learn, and think about your library space and how does that impact your library. Their reference desk set up as these big, huge barriers to our users. So it's sort of a way of like protecting us and our resources, like this is our side, that's your side. There's been studies done, especially at academic libraries, where students find tall counter desks intimidating to approach. And so this is why I like this guy. You seem nervous as he approaches this like police desk. So consider what your circulation desk looks like, or if you have a reference desk or some other kind of information spot in your library, consider what that looks like. And would it be considered intimidating to a user, first-time user, who doesn't necessarily know how friendly and amazing you all are, but just walks up and thinks, that looks scary, I might not want to approach that desk or that person. I think it's important that we always remember that reading is not about us, that even though I love Oscar Wilde, I don't think it's important that I've preserved the entire original Oscar Wilde collection in my library. He's not a real big hit with the young adults right now, but that reading's not about us. And so even though we remember, oh, I bought that book and it was $30 when I bought that book, I can't just get rid of it. Nobody's checked it out. It looks brand new and beautiful. So why would I get rid of this book? But if it's been sitting there unread for 10 years, it's probably time to go. This is the part that sometimes people get mad about. So I think I'm breaking up with Dewey, although it's a process. He's been there for me for a lot of years. We've been together, working together. He helped me out a lot for a lot of years. But lately we've really sort of outgrown each other. I think he's a little bit out of touch, especially with young adult, middle school age users. I think that the Dewey Decimal System is a wonderful classification system, but I don't know if it is a great access system. So it's not the perfect way that students, at least, can access information on the shelf.